Hello and welcome to a very special bonus episode of Getting Off. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and I'm here with my co-hosts this evening. She is host of the She Leads Showcase Inside the Mind of In the Crowd Storytime with the reigning, defending, undisputed trick or trivia champion. Cue the timers, the hourglasses, all of the things. Ms. Katie Kinsey Bay.
Hello.
And joining, would you like to introduce your advocate today?
I don't have anything prepared. Don't do this.
Ladies and
I was not
gentlemen,
prepared for this.
1/3, if you count Malik, of Young Kings Wrestling, host of the
do.
Havoc Hour. They do, but I don't know if everyone does. Like, I don't. Personally,
Okay.
we accept that there's a segment of our listeners who doesn't even know who Malik is. It's okay.
Exactly,
we
my
keep him alive in spirit.
1/3 of Young Kings Wrestling,
Still alive.
host of the Havoc Hour, a man who shares a birthday with Donald Pleasance,
I do.
which is today, by the way.
That's awesome.
Dr. Reek Baker, BBC.
Jesus.
I was gonna say, like, getting ready to say some off the wall shit.
Well, I was going to say King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name, but I felt like that was going on way
You
too
don't
long.
call him that here.
Yeah, it depends. I do have the chalice. I totally bit off Travis's gimmick. It is what it is. Yeah.
That is a fancy cob rig.
That case in point. See that?
Oh, it does say rig. Close.
Happy birthday,
Almost.
Reek.
Birthday.
Appreciate
What are you
it.
now, like 25, 26?
Bro, I'm 33.
Did you have a good birthday?
It was pretty chill. It was really nice.
Yeah.
It was very relaxed for my advanced adulthood, and I think that matters.
I'm happy for you.
Adulthood.
I'm happy that you didn't even tell us today was going to be your birthday when we scheduled this. I figured you'd be out, giving pap smears or whatever Dr. Reek Baker BBC does on his birthday.
No. When
It's also 10 o'clock.
that part.
You've never got a
Sunday.
pap smear at 10 o'clock at night, Katie?
No. They're always in
What
the
are you?
morning, so then I can just go
What
home
are
and
you doing with your life?
getting them in the morning so I can come home and sleep and not do anything else for the rest of my day.
Well,
But-
also, have you ever gotten a pap smear from Dr. Reek Baker BBC?
No.
I believe he exclusively does that kind of work 10 o'clock at night or later.
I am. I don't know if I'm qualified.
Pap smears, breast exams, all sorts of gynecology.
Would you like to
Yeah,
answer
it's,
Vince here? Why are you stuck in
Oh,
the Speed Wars?
Yeah, I should.
Because at 33, he is just moving so fast through life that everything
That's
around him is a blur.
Shit! Don't tell people that.
For those of you who don't know from the title, we are here to discuss, because we didn't get around to it last week, again, special bonus episode, AMC Fearfest lineup, complain about the fact they're not going to play the Halloween movies in order,
Don't even.
probably argue with Reek about Halloween 6 for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're going to do a very special version of Shit Matt Made Katie and Reek watch, featuring Cabin in the Woods.
Oh boy.
So they had Michael Myers Fanta cans, so I ordered them on my grocery order, and I got the regular cans of pineapple soda. Not sure why he was put on pineapple. He's
I
a
don't
swinger.
Do we know that?
I mean,
Does he
Do we
share?
know that?
Does he switch? There's not enough that we don't know enough about his orientation. We can't justify any type of answer.
I feel like Rob Zombie's Halloween Michael Myers is definitely a swinger.
He's something.
Again, I don't know.
I mean, he
He's-
dragged his sister's dead best friend's naked body into the basement to hang out with him.
Well, what else are you gonna do?
I mean, yeah, but
The same thing OG Michael Myers did, just leave her there on the bed as decoration and move the fuck on. Which is also why OG Michael Myers might be a swinger, because he just went from girl to girl to girl.
I mean,
A life ruiner is crazy. But true.
she's not wrong though. She's not wrong.
No, she's not.
So I need to practice making them funnier, but I have been doing so. Unfortunately, my week starts for my movie watch alongs. My week starts on Tuesday because that's just how it happened when I started doing this. So
Okay.
last Tuesday was the last day of September 30th. So my week was The Godfather, and then just The Godfather. I didn't get 2 or 3 in because then October 1st started, and then I had to start scary movies. So I jumped over everything that I have from The Godfather to get to Halloween. Did Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 today.
Because you watch them in order, like a normal person.
Yes, and then tomorrow I'm going to watch both Halloween 6s and drop a little mini review for both Halloween
Not
6s.
normal people.
Yeah, Katie, you want to talk about these not normal people?
Like,
AMC Fearfest pisses me the fuck off because they play all of the Halloween movies, but never in order. Ever. They play them backwards. They play them just randomly. No, never just in order.
see, this is why you're gonna be upset, but I gotta just put this out there. This is why we say you don't watch enough movies. If you have watched Fear Fest for any extended period of time, this is nothing new.
No, it's not. But we complain about it every year.
I get mad every year. Like this is.
To be fair,
there was a point where it was part 1 and then 4 and 5, and then somewhere in the middle would be H2O or whatever. You would even see 2 at some points. Like it took a minute before they even integrated part 2 appropriately. So this was nothing new.
What you have to realize is Katie's beef with Fear Fest is the same beef I have with WWE and their drafts. I know that they're bullshit. I know that the brand split isn't going to stick, but every year I still come back hoping this year they're going to fucking make it right, and they don't. Same thing with Katie. Katie knows that they don't play them in order. It annoys the fuck out of her, but every year she's like, maybe this is the year where they're going to play them in order like normal fucking people.
Oh, well, that's on you for having false hope. I can't help you there. I
just
gave up
I just want to have like a little bit of
after like 2 years in a row seeing like it's like, okay, I'm gonna watch them, but you could at least shuffle them right. No, next year, no. Okay, all right. I don't have faith in them.
It's very irritating, and I just don't understand.
Yeah, well, as per usual, this is what I've come to expect. What is it this year?
What is our Fear Fest lineup this year, Katie?
Do you want me to run through everything?
Everything that hasn't already happened or is currently going on.
Okay, I was gonna do like specific days that they were doing that have like themes. I wasn't gonna do like everything.
Whatever you want to do.
It's your show.
This is technically the Katie Horror Showcase. That's what it says at the bottom.
Right. That is true. So we're currently right now at the tail end of Freddy vs. Jason weekend. So they were playing all of the Friday the 13th and all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets. I don't remember which day was which. Leading or ending with Freddy vs. Jason, which I did actually watch, not on AMC, but on something else earlier. I didn't get to finish it because I had to leave. Actually, I have a question for you guys. What movie, it's actually a tie of 3, according to the lineup that I looked up, what movies do you think have the most showings throughout the entirety of Fearfest? There are 3 that are tied at the same number according to the schedule that they posted online.
Like between the 2 of them?
No, just like in general, just overall horror movies.
Oh.
That will be on Fearfest.
Halloween.
Yeah.
OG Halloween?
Mm.
Yep.
That's one.
Easily. They play that like 3 times a day.
I don't know what's on the lineup to know what to guess.
I mean, just think of like popular just popular franchises, popular movies. I'll tell you.
Okay, so OG Halloween definitely. I'm gonna say Friday Part 4.
Nope.
And okay.
The Conjuring.
No, which is disappointing for me.
Shit.
All right. Trick or Treat.
Okay,
No. What were you gonna
Original Nightmare.
say? No. They are part of bigger franchises. I will say that. Make it easier. I found it interesting. I counted like multiple times to make
So
sure.
Halloween.
So Halloween.
Yeah, that's one.
Freddy versus Jason.
Nope.
Nightmare
Original
3.
Friday.
You both said something at the same time.
He said Original Friday.
Yeah.
No.
I said Nightmare 3.
No.
Not the Dream Warriors.
No,
Not-
which is crazy because love
not-
Not OG.
Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Not the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Not the original Friday the 13th. Not Trick or Treat. Not The Conjuring. Part of bigger franchises.
Is
Trust
it
me, I
outside of
was
those
all-
two? Or inside? Or are we just saying the wrong movies?
Just think Halloween. They're all Halloween movies, so you just have to think which one's in the franchise.
Really?
Mhm.
So
Halloween.
it's 4
4.
and H2O.
No.
6.
No.
Bullshit.
There's no way it's 5.
It's 5.
See, I was thinking it, but there's no way. But
Now,
I know why that
a
is.
lot of
I
them
know
are-
it because
they're
they played them
close.
back to back.
Exactly. There are a few times where they play 4 and then something else. Oh, he dipped. Hold on. I'll wait till he comes back.
He must have touched his camera and lost it. He does that
this sometimes.
sometimes.
He just be doing this, you know. I don't remember what I was gonna say now. I mean, a lot of them are close. And again, this is just like what the schedule said. I don't know if
Right,
they're
no,
playing
I
these
gotcha.
movies outside of the times that were shown to me as I can't talk. Welcome back.
Fair.
It's sensitive. Yeah.
we kind of figured. Yeah, so there were a few that were close. What was another close one?
That's crazy.
Halloween 2 and 3 had quite a bit. Same with Rob Zombie's Halloween. Trick or Treat did have a few showings. That was probably one of the next highest ones.
Hey,
Yeah, it was very interesting. It's a very interesting list to look at. But other marathons that we're getting a creature feature on Tuesday, October 7th. So 8-Legged Freaks, Leprechaun, Pumpkinhead, The Thing, Pet Cemetery, Lake Placid, Tremors, Child's Play, Cujo, Anaconda.
I finished Dr. Sleep today, by the way. And
How'd it go?
context from reading the books makes the movies so much better.
Well, that's good.
Especially, like, don't get me wrong, I didn't have an issue with Dr. Sleep beforehand, but, like, I just felt like there was something I was missing, and now I know what I was missing. So.
Okay. So, like, do you want to share with the class what you were missing, or is it just
So differences. So she does refer to Danny as Uncle Dan, but in the book, it turns out that Dan Torrance is actually Abra's uncle. That he is her mother's brother. That her mom's mom had hooked up with Danny's dad at some point on one of his drunken nights at the university, which. Again, they don't talk too much about in the Shining movie. It was like, we know Jack's an alcoholic, but we don't know like the full extent of Jack's alcoholism until you read the book. So they're actually related, which is why she has the Shining. And also like until I read the book The Shining and then also Doctor Sleep, I didn't have like a full understanding or scope of kind of like what The Shining was, you know?
Yeah.
They get into it a lot more in the books, and then you kind of understand that pretty much everybody in the Stephen King universe has a little bit of The Shining, and that's why they are the special characters that they write about. So
We talked about it last week because you said something about one of the characters in It, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Well, Dick Halloran is in Welcome to Derry, but also he is the chef from the Overlook Hotel in The Shining. I will say I think I like the ending in the movie better than I like the book ending. So in the book, The Shining, Jack and the whole hotel blows up. The boiler explodes and the whole hotel blows up and Jack dies in a hotel explosion, which is cool.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't get what you got in the end of Dr. Sleep, where they go back to the hotel and then Danny actually is the one that sabotages the boiler and causes it to blow up and destroy the whole hotel, which I feel like was a retroactive, like them fixing what was done in the first one. Because in the book, like they're at a campground where the hotel used to exist, and there's like a platform that's the top of the world where they look out, and there's like a whole fight on the platform, but like the hotel's not there. Danny doesn't do the whole like opening the boxes and letting all of the evil out. It's just like one dude that he had locked up that comes out and helps. And there's this really sweet moment though where Jack shows up and saves Danny, like the ghost of Jack Torrance shows up and saves Danny in the book. And then they have a little moment of like reconciliation after all the years when Jack tried to murder his child.
Yeah,
so, but yeah, no, I'm enjoying it.
That's good.
I brought that up because you said Pet Sematary, and I enjoyed the Pet Sematary book.
I know. I enjoyed Baby Gage, a movie. That was really it. October 11th, so this upcoming Saturday. No, yeah. Saturday. Final Destination marathon. Not Bloodlines, because rude. Like it's on streaming. You can play it.
It's not going to be on network TV for a little while.
Just do it. But they're playing all of those. There's a few of those. That happens like another time too. I just didn't write the date for that. Fear the 80s the following day. So Fright Night from 85, Poltergeist, Christine, Silver Bullet, Halloween 4, Friday the 13th, the original. Oh, and that's it. I was going down my next one. So
And
that's
also,
what I mean. Like Halloween 4 is just on its own, randomly.
On the 12th is our review of season 2 of Twisted Metal for those of you who are watching and want to tune in.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all seen, real quick, have y'all seen the Fear Street movies? I started watching those.
Yes.
I'm on like 2 right now.
The trilogy is phenomenal. Prom Queen was so disappointing.
Okay, I'm not there yet, but
I'll just say
it's interesting. It's
so fun.
Some adult version of Goosebumps, kind of sort of, but a lot of tropes from the classics. Like 1 was basically Scream in a sense with some other themes added, and then 2 is kind of Friday the 13th-ish. I mean, the soundtrack definitely is giving it, but I'm following this story a little bit. It's interesting. It's got my attention. So
3 is the one I like the least.
Well, that's because
that's 1666.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, that one. I mean, yeah. Out of the 3, that's like my least favorite one. But all of them are so good. The story's fun. Characters are awesome. Fuck, I love the 3. I'm definitely watching those again.
Don't be a lesbian in 1666.
God forbid.
I mean, wasn't that like tantamount to witchcraft at that point?
Wow, look at you. Did you see the movie already?
No, it's just going off of basic knowledge.
No, I mean that's literally true. That's basically
like everything a woman did at that period of time was witchcraft or heresy.
You knew how to read
something.
witch.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Facts.
And it's true. We're getting a Stephen King marathon October 18th. Sorry, Matt, you will be busy at a wedding. But we're getting Pet Cemetery, Graveyard Shift, Thinner. What the fuck did I write? Oh, It from 2017, Carrie from 2013, Christine, Misery, Silver Bullet, Cujo.
To be honest, we did not need a Carrie remake.
You know, we really didn't.
But you know,
Some movies
It
don't.
wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but like
It
the
wasn't,
premise
but-
of the movie itself is just.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's just we just upgraded the effects and whatnot, and like that's kind of it. Like, sure, you can.
I got to watch Judy Greer slap the shit out of Chloe Grace Moretz.
I didn't need that. I really did.
I did.
He said
did.
that.
And to be fair, there's not a lot of wrong you can do in my eyes when it comes to Judy Greer. I just didn't need it, honestly. Just made me laugh, which style points for that. But
I mean, if you want to do wrong by Judy Greer, you kill her in the second movie, not have her in the third, and then make the third movie a shit show in the trilogy.
Literally just watched Halloween Kills last night. And I explained to my friend, I was like, this shit pisses me off because you kill her for no reason at the end. And we didn't have time, and I was like, don't even watch Ends. We don't even need to. It's not we're not doing that.
I got money on the fact that Ends is not part of the Halloween marathon.
I didn't see it. Wait, hold on. I wrote them all down.
you can't not listen. This thing that we're doing is a cycle. We all said the same things. Well, not us, but other people said the same things about Season of the Witch, and it got all that. You know, the only difference is Michael was actually in Ends, and we just went sideways. But
yeah, that's the
as time
problem.
goes
You can
on-
appreciate Season of the Witch for being its own thing because it was its own thing and
Yeah.
being its own movie. I'm not mad at Halloween Ends because it was its own thing and it wasn't a Michael Myers movie. That probably would have pissed a lot of people off, but it would have been kind of funny and apropos if they had just remade Season of the Witch and left it be. But they didn't do that.
Whoa.
What they did was they made one of the greatest horror icons in history a
bit.
huge pussy.
I told you what you need to do.
Not
I
watch
told
that
you.
movie.
Well,
That
that's
too.
an option, but you can also just accept that Halloween Ends is just Christine remade. Michael is the car. What's his face is Archie. Like, yeah, Corey. Corey is Archie, which I think Cunningham was like a spin-off of the guy's name from Christine anyway. Like, listen, that's all it is, man. That's all it is.
I don't really like
They're both
Christine
John
either,
Carpenter
so
movies. I mean, I don't know a lot of people who did, but it's an homage to the man's work. That's the best way I can see it. Like,
I like the car in Christine. The movie is long as fucking kind of boring.
It plays
I
a
will
lot.
say this to tie them both together. If Michael is going to die definitively, I would rather it be him as an old yeller who can't go no more, as opposed to, well, they just found a way to finally do it at some point in time. I can accept that. You know what? He probably should die if he looks like this.
However, seeing as it takes place, it's the third movie after the original movie. So he was not shot in both eyes and then blown
Mhm.
up. He was not gangbanged by a group of vigilantes with shotguns and rifles. He was not
I mean, isn't he like 100 now?
70 something.
He got jumped by an angry mob with iron.
He did get jumped by an angry mob. Yeah,
and
no,
baseball bats.
he did. He did get beat the fuck up. I was gonna say he didn't get beat with a pipe and drugged. He didn't get, his head chopped off, and then it wasn't really his head, and then electrocuted and burned, and all of none of that stuff happened. So really, He got shot 3 times. 50 Cent took more bullets than he did, right? He got shot 3 times and fell from a balcony. Got arrested and then spent all that time in an institution until he broke out. And then he got stabbed a couple times and locked in a basement that was on fire. The fire department showed up and put the fire out, and he came out. He lost some fingers. So there are plenty of people walking around missing fingers right now.
This is crazy.
People lose fingers all the time. I think there's a statistic like somebody loses a finger every 30 seconds or some shit. I'm making that up.
He was also stabbed in the back with a pitchpitchork.
He was also shot again.
He was shot like in the shoulder. And the angry mob shot him at some point in time, a couple times.
I think Allison lights him up with like 4 shots. So like,
did she?
I think so. I just watched it yesterday. I feel like I should remember this, but I'm pretty sure she does.
I don't think she did. I know she stabbed him a bunch.
Yeah, she stabs him a few times. Pretty sure she shoots him a few times. Allison said she did. This Allison. I didn't mean this Allison, but Allison saying she did it. I don't know. But Michael gets fucked up in
he does.
kills specifically.
What else do you have, Katie, before I start this argument?
2 more marathon that they're having. No Survivors, October 22nd. That's Jeepers Creepers, Rob Zombie's Halloween, Ghost Ship, and Friday the 13th, 09.
Okay.
I like it.
And then Supernatural, so October 24th. Exorcist, Shining, Poltergeist, The Conjuring, The Omen from 2006, and Insidious Last Key.
I'm just assuming like Trick or Treat and other random shit's playing.
They're just like kind of just throughout random days. But those are like the actual like marathons, excluding the ones where it's like Michael versus everyone, and it's just random Halloween movies, and then the Halloween on Halloween, so the 30th and 31st, they just play all the Halloweens in fucking
out of order.
Out of order twice. So like just to piss me off more.
Katie, you've seen all of the Halloween movies. Every single one.
I have.
And you just watched Ends. What do you like better?
I did
Halloween
not just watch
6 or sorry, you just watched Kills. What do you like better? Halloween 6 or Halloween Ends?
I mean, Halloween 6 has Paul Rudd. Like,
we're not talking about the person.
Hey, he's in the movie. He's in the movie.
Her reasons for liking a movie are valid regardless of what they are.
He's a better Tommy Doyle than Anthony Michael Hall is.
Amen. I stand for Texas Chainsaw 3D just because Alexandra Daddario's in it. And that liking an actor or actress in a film is plenty of reason to like a film. But which is the better Halloween? Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, or Halloween Ends?
Are you asking me again?
Yes.
Oh, I stand by my answer. 6.
Halloween 6. Thank you. Because this man sits here and just wants to shit on Halloween 6 and say, I don't get the hype, blah, 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 this and that. Yet will defend Halloween Ends as if he wrote the fucking movie.
I also love that it's his birthday episode and you just want to fight with him.
But look.
What else are we going to do?
Okay.
It's what we do.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to make my position clear. Obviously, 6 is a better overall movie than Ends. What I have said is not even so much that the movie is bad. It's the premise of the movie that I sincerely, and I stand on it, don't fuck with. You are not going to tell me that the living embodiment of evil, after all of that monologuing for an hour and a half, by the late great Donald Pleasance, you are not going to tell me that shape all of a sudden is a cult-controlled demon, and that's why he can never be killed and why he is driven on killing family. You're not going to tell me that.
To be fair, he is not cult-controlled. He's basically the chosen vessel of pure evil by this cult. This cult picked him to be the embodiment of pure evil.
Yeah, it's a no for me.
And then he kills a fuck ton of that cult.
Yeah, which again, a great scene. I enjoyed the scene. And to be honest, I don't dislike the movie. It's just that it's the direction that we went that I said no. I said this from day one. I never need a reason. Once you start giving me a reason, it's one of those like showing you someone how the hot dogs are made. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. It's a great delicacy. I can enjoy it without the knowledge.
What are we?
Lore horrors? I was
If you
half
could have
in this
given
conversation and I still knew what was going to be asked.
If you could give me a half-cocked Celtic rune scenario in which Corey Cunningham, who got beat up by band geeks, all of a sudden found the strength to take down Michael Myers and beat the shit out of him and steal his mask. Some sort of adrenaline-fueled ecstasy fit or some bullshit. Okay, fine. But this dude who got his ass beat by not even the popular kids at his high school, not even like the jocks, like the band nerds whooped his ass.
Hey, listen.
And then he fucked up Michael Myers and stole his mask.
In 2022, do we really know that the band kids weren't popular? It's not like when we were in high school. See that?
They are ass kickers. Those instruments are that is true. Instruments are very heavy.
But you're not a whoop Michael Myers ass kind of ass kicker, let alone whooping the ass of the guy who whooped Michael Myers' ass.
And the other thing too, and I know it wasn't part of the Myers timeline, but we did a Celtic ritualistic backdrop thing already with 3. Like,
which ties 3 into the rest of the franchise again. Now we've made it canon.
Well, and you have the mask from 3 and kills, so.
Well, that was homage to the whole franchise.
I'm just saying. Just let me have a moment. I had it. just one thing. That's all I wanted to put out there. This is y'all's fault. I'm just here.
Well, what we can all agree on is Halloween 5 is that. And I talked about it. I've made a little video. It's over on Instagram. It's over on TikTok. Fuck that movie. Fuck that mask. Fuck Tina. It's like, all of a sudden she's Rachel's best friend and she gives a fuck about Jamie. Where were you last year when Michael was around fucking killing people and murdering her friends? Where the fuck were you, Tina? But now,
well, you said her friends, so Tina's now her friend.
Yeah. So why does she give a fuck about Jamie?
Look, the only person you need to direct that energy at is Dominic Gerard, whatever his middle name is. That's him. That's purely him. Because what's his name that worked on part 4? He had a script for part 5, and it stayed in trajectory with part 4, and it wasn't going off the rails and doing all this dumb shit, and it would have been fine. But they didn't do that, and they brought old Frenchie in and said, hey, you come up with a new script, and he just scrapped everything and started coming up with his own. And this realistically, this wasn't even what we got. Wasn't even what he had in his head. Like there was, what was the guy that was supposed to be a part of the thorn symbol? It was like Doctor something.
You're talking about the Man in Black.
Yeah, it was, but he wasn't the Man in Black. He had a name in the
in 6. He has a name. It's the doctor at Smith's Grove, the guy that runs Smith Grove. was the Man in Black.
Yeah, no. It was the guy that takes Michael in and like nurtures him to health and stuff like that. There was a whole angle with him, and he had a name.
The homeless
and,
man, the hermit.
Yeah, but no, he wasn't a hermit though. He was like some kind of like sage or something like that. I'm gonna find it.
Well, here's the deal. You can have a bunch of great ideas. You executed them poorly. What I was going to say to you real quick, Katie, and then I'll get to your point is,
Okay.
if you and I became friends, like the first time we became friends,
I
found out, if you and I became
Dr.
friends,
Dr. Death, that's what it was.
Steve Williams.
The original, maybe, but no, the alternate opening was an occultist named Dr. Death performs a
Steve
ritual
Williams.
involving the Room Thorn that brings him back to life after part 4.
Was JR there too?
I have no idea.
Just running commentary in the background.
This is
Stop.
This is what got left on the cutting room floor is what I'm saying. So it was almost worse than what it really was. Is what I'm saying.
Careful now, Bart Gunn will show up and knock Dr. Death the fuck out.
Stop.
Anyway, Katie, if when you and I became friends for the very first time,
Okay.
you had told me that you had a niece who assaulted and or severely injured, if not killed, her adoptive mother with scissors and was related to a notorious serial killer who is now non-speaking in a home for children with mental deficiencies. I, as your friend, would not be going to visit this kid and creating a bond with this child and bringing them things and treating that nephew of yours as if they were my own a year from the day that I met you.
Some people are just built different. I don't know.
Yes.
How do we know it was a year later? How do we know?
Because they say it was a year later.
They said a year later. That's when, at that point in time, when they showed up. Then,
well, if Tina really was her best friend,
up.
where the fuck was she when Grady was fucking the police chief's daughter and all that shit? Where was Tina to have a shoulder for her to cry on? Like, where was her bestie? Not around.
Hey.
She had another friend that was driving her around in the car and giving her advice on Grady.
Lindsay Wallace. Wait, no. But Lindsay
No.
Wallace was driving them at one point. But yeah, no. That's true.
What?
It was Lindsay. When they pick up Jamie from after she has a little panic attack and they were driving to the store, that was Lindsay Wallace. Her name was Lindsay. That was Lindsay Wallace.
We had this conversation.
We did.
Last time we did this.
And there's a scene in the store where there's a group of boys talking, and allegedly Tommy Doyle is in that group of boys.
Again, I do remember this conversation being had.
That was said in the documentary. She's not credited as Lindsay Wallace, but her name is Lindsay, and living in Haddonfield, you can put 2 and 2 together.
The homies know.
It just says, it does say Lindsay. It just says Lindsay. So, and it does say Tommy Doyle in the credits. There is a Tommy Doyle. So
there you go. Just
anyway.
Easter egg stuff.
So she's best friends with Lindsay Wallace, and Tina somehow popped in and became surrogate after Rachel died. Dumb. Daylight coming through, and then the cops taking her at night to the police station where he's broken out, even though we saw Daylight creeping through into the living room during the fight scene. Dumb. Mask. Dumb. The only good thing about this movie is the introduction of the Thorn tattoo, in my opinion. That's the only thing this movie has going for it. The rest of it is hot garbage. Hot garbage.
Okay.
No. I'm not even accepting the Thorn tattoo. And that's not even because of 6. That's because we never pay, outside of the burnt hands, which keep coming up in part 4, when did we pay so much attention to Michael's features? We didn't.
That one time that Laurie ripped his mask off after he got stabbed in the eye and how he won.
That's a reveal. That's
we were paying attention
by
to his
the way,
features.
let's show his face, because you hadn't seen his face as an adult at that point in time. Which
I paid a lot of attention to his features in 4 because he had those weird, like, love George P. Wilbur, nice guy, but like weird fucking hunched up shoulders and no neck with the fucking Michael Myers mask.
He's wearing like shoulder pads and looks like he like plays for the Chicago Bears or something. But yeah. But no, we just keep zeroing in on this motherfucker's wrists. Like
they did it one time. One time he was laying there, and they zeroed in on his wrist as he flexed his hand, and it showed the tattoo. One time.
I also have tattoos on my wrist, so I understand.
I will just say, fuck Dominic Gerard, whatever your middle name is, Olthanin or whatever. Yeah, fuck him.
Okay.
I also still maintain that Resurrection is better than H2O, but that's.
Oh, I'm not having this.
As a matter of fact, Katie
Absolutely
and I have watched
not.
a slew of movies that came out in 1998 alongside Halloween H2O recently, including The Faculty and Disturbing Behavior. Urban Legend also came out that year. And I would say H2O is damn near the bottom of that list as far as horror movies go.
Out of those 4.
I mean, won't argue that point. It's not
because he tried to make Halloween one of those movies, one of those teen horror movies.
Right. And it's like people overhyped it, in my opinion, because it was kind of going back to the essence of what the original was for hardcore fans. But in this era, it wasn't going to cut it. It was too much of a lot of copy and paste going on. And then you had the same, like, writers, producers from Scream on there too, which was like wasn't helping. So yeah, but there is no way in hell I'm putting it beneath Resurrection. Out of your mind. No.
You don't have to. I am. You know what Resurrection had that H2O didn't have? A pretty decent fucking mask.
The bro. We're not doing this again. The cosmetics. He went through the Macy's perfume aisle.
Okay, yeah.
You're not giving me Michael Myers.
It was still better than the H2O mask.
He went to go get his prom makeup done real quick.
It was still better than the H2O mask, let alone the poor CGI mask that they didn't put CGI on, and the slew of just like placeholder masks that show up anyway because of poor editing. Yeah.
Okay. So the ones like in the first scene that they should, the one in the first scene is the one they should have kept the whole way. The one that's overly exposing of the eyes, I don't like it. It's the lowest of the low tiers, but bro, he's got blush on. on.
Okay, and listen,
You just wanted to feel pretty.
Everyone got all upset. Oh, Busta Rhymes beat up Michael. The man wrote "Break Your Neck." Like, you don't think he can fight?
That's not even the worst part. Like, people hate that. I'm like, listen, it's 2002. We didn't know what the future was going to hold at this point anyway. Let him have it. It's Busta Rhymes. Who cares? It is what it is. We're not serious anymore. That wasn't even the worst part of it for me. But
we brought titties back in Resurrection. We didn't have titties for like 3 movies until Resurrection showed up. Actually, the last movie that had titties was Halloween 6. 4 and 5, no titties. And 5 had plenty of time to show titties and just chose not to. 6 had titties. H2O didn't. Resurrection brought them back.
Resurrected titties.
I mean, they did.
They resurrected titties in the Halloween franchise.
It was right there.
It was right there.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies I could have lived without.
So, can we move on? Because I have another point to make.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much. So, Robert Englund. We know him. We love him. Swell man. Did an interview with Bloody Disgusting. He's going to talk about some Freddy things. He was asked about who he wants to be the next Freddy. He gave a few choices. He said, first, Doug Jones.
Okay.
He also said Kevin Bacon, but then he was like, Kevin Bacon might be a little too old now. but
Yeah.
like more so like back then, because I guess Kevin also possibly auditioned for Freddy.
Well,
back
there
in the
was a
day.
time where I think it was around the time that the remake came out, or just after the remake came out, and they were talking about it. And people were saying Kevin Bacon. He's like, "Yeah, I'd do it."
Yeah, so I think that's probably why. But then he also said someone more unknown, so they don't really have the pressures of trying to be Robert Englund, you know?
They
That's
tried that
fair.
with Jackie Earle Haley, and I didn't mind Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy as much as a lot of people did. I didn't mind the Nightmare remake as much as a lot of people did, but
That's what he said. He also
It would have
said his
been
oh good.
it would have been better if they weren't like playing the same beats. Like if you were just gonna remake it, just tell a new story. Don't try to do the the Nancy and the kids from the preschool thing. Just take it in a new direction, because that's really what kind of ruined it for me, because I couldn't get into it.
So he did say that if someone were to remake it, he would want them to start with Dream Warriors, not do the original.
Mm.
Because he said like the
Okay.
original's been done like too much, or like because there was like a fan film that came out a few years ago that I think was off of 2, I believe. So it was just like a different story. So
Gay Nightmare.
anyway, he said,
You could do that today,
I mean, you could. I mean, you
and
kind
it'll
of
be more
did. But like
appreciated.
you could do more gay.
I was gonna say, why did you say whatever? Like literally in the documentary, the actor, he was like, I don't think anyone knew I was gay, but like they talk about how a lot of that was a metaphor for AIDS in the 80s, and like it was the gay nightmare, even though it was not. A lot of people said I didn't know we were making the gay nightmare, but we made the gay nightmare.
They didn't know
If
he was
you
gay.
if you made the gay nightmare now, it probably, like Reed said, probably maybe a little bit more appreciated.
Or a little
Rob,
less, depending on what side of the country you're on.
okay. Can I just let me get through it? God damn it. He said his favorite movie in the franchise is New Nightmare. To the shock of no one. It's a great film. But his favorite to watch is Freddy vs. Jason. And I said, hell yeah, let's go. Freddy vs. Jason's so fun. It's a great time. Like, good job.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense, but it's fun.
And that's okay. And
I
that's
don't think
okay.
it was ever going to, and I accepted that.
See, I would have been fine if we didn't decide all of a sudden that Jason was afraid of water. Like that was the one. I know why they did it, but it didn't make any fucking sense with
Allison has
everything
only
else that
seen
existed.
Freddy vs. Jason.
Well,
Fun fact, Allison, while Jason did drown as a little boy in the lake, he also spent a lot of time in the water, in the lake, in the entire franchise, not scared shitless, even stalking people in the lake.
Oh yeah.
So, not afraid of water whatsoever.
He
also knows how to swim.
I think he ended like 2 straight movies at the bottom of the lake.
Yes. 6 and 7.
Yeah. But I guess from the perspective of Freddy, since he had the advantage in his realm, like there has to be something that he can use to be like, oh, I got you now. So they said water. He died in water. I ain't a fan of it either, but
I mean, they used his mom. Like, we could have just gone with the mom thing. Anyway, neither here nor there. New Nightmare is fantastic. I do love Freddy vs. Jason, despite all its flaws.
Of course. He said his favorite kills in the franchise, Tina on the ceiling in part 1. And then he also said, quote, boy with hearing aid in part 6, end quote.
Yes. Nobody appreciates another part 6.
I like
the puppets are awesome.
That's my favorite one, I think. But anyways,
I only watch it for the kills.
It's just the way he said it. I had to quote it exactly.
I only watch it for the kills. The dialogue just kills.
What?
In Freddy's dead. The dialogue is just.
I don't know. We got Johnny Depp coming back doing the "This is your brain on drugs" thing, and then Freddy hitting him with a frying pan. Yeah, see, you're laughing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. The kills, you know what I'm saying? Now, those sequences and stuff like that, okay. But that's about it for me in that movie. Like,
It was funny.
Like, but that's the thing. It's like, there wasn't enough. We got away from the blend of silly and scary. Like when it was a healthy mix of both, it was great. When we got away from that, it's like, okay, let's speed through this shit because it's not hitting the same anymore.
And we got more lore. We got the fucking dream demons in Freddy's head, giving him his powers.
Ugh.
More demons.
Yeah.
Because everyone's a deadite.
Here we go.
Look, that's your lore. I'm not even gonna take it from you. If we get that book made, we get the fiction that you got cooking up for it made, I'll run with it.
Jason is factually canonically a deadite, but
Just
also
because-
everyone else is a deadite.
Just because
No.
that one director said so.
No, yeah, and it's canon.
Since when? Because he said it.
Since the movie was made and it was in the movie.
He made that one movie that was
Yes.
under New Line,
Mhm.
under a new deal,
Mhm.
that was still technically connected, but kind of its own thing at this point in time.
No.
Wasn't called Friday. It's not Friday 13th. It's Jason Goes to Hell. It's not
Yeah.
Friday 13th. But it was this separate movie that happened to have a Necronomicon and even a dagger. That doesn't make him a deadite.
No, he is. It's the only thing that explains him.
There are theories that can suggest that he was, that go all the way back to the beginning of the franchise, but
And then there's a
that's
movie
still a theory.
where the director of the movie states that Jason is canonically a deadite. So
That's what he wants.
this isn't like a
That's-
Dave Meltzer situation. This isn't where like the dirt sheet showed up and said Jason's a deadite because I saw the Necronomicon in there. And Rick's like, fuck you, you don't know shit. This is Vince McMahon, or I guess in this case, maybe like Lee Fitting, coming out and saying Jason was a deadite. And Reek being like, I don't know about that, Lee.
I ain't going with it. I ain't going with it.
This isn't Vince's WWE. This is Paul
It's-
Levesque, and this isn't canon.
It's an interesting story, but I ain't going with it. I'm sorry, Katie. Go
What
ahead.
else?
Are you guys done? You guys, thank you so much. This is the last part of this interview that I want to talk about. He said his favorite line used to be, quote, the classic "Welcome to prime time, bitch," which is one of my favorites. But recently, because, quote, that's about as nasty as you get, it is, "Don't worry, princess, the first time tends to get a little messy," from Freddy vs. Jason.
Boy.
Yeah.
So,
Alrighty.
shout out to Robert Englund, I guess. He really does love Freddy vs. Jason.
I mean, hey, it's probably the most fun he's probably had in that role. So
Yeah. And then he
Yeah.
was talking about like the makeup he liked in like part 2 and Freddy vs. Jason. And it was, I saw like the brief like cut down version on Instagram. And yeah, I also have a chance to meet him in December. So I'm going to try and do that as well.
oh really?
You gonna fly your private
He's-
helicopter out?
He's coming to Steel City Con. Shut up.
Oh, so you're going to Steel City Con?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Reek, I'm gonna let you have this, and I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. So,
Okay.
Go
I like
go
it.
ahead and run down her finances.
Oh
Don't.
yeah. So
No.
So let's see. In December, not only do we have John Cena's final match wherever in the world it is, wherever on the
It's in
country
DC.
is.
It's in DC.
Uh-huh.
It is confirmed.
So you're going there,
Mm-hmm.
by car, by plane, train, automobile, boat, whatever.
By
And
car.
then you're going to Steel City Con where Robert Englund will be
Mm-hmm.
also. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Very
So
interesting.
Steel City Con's the weekend before that.
Oh,
I only plan
oh!
on going one day
I
because I only
mean,
need to go one day.
a day is a day, but okay.
A day is a day.
Mm.
And I want to meet him, even if it's just a signature. I don't need a picture. I just want to.
Oh,
I want a
okay.
signature. But unless they have a
Interesting.
good combo deal, then
So we're just
I
doing
like combo.
so it's back to back. It's back to back big weekends. Because I don't want to know what that price for John Cena's last match is going to be.
Listen, I said I don't care where I'm sitting in the building as long as I'm in the building. I don't care.
Mm.
I just need to be in the building.
You got anything lined up in November that we can tally on here?
No.
All right, we'll
She
just
did
leave
sit
it
front
open.
row at AEW Dynamite recently.
That
Well,
was given to me.
You had tickets to the show.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
not
it
on the
counts.
floor.
I won't count the switch. I will count getting in the building.
Whatever.
It counts, but I'm
Listen,
gonna let the
that was an
front row
experience.
thing.
I said to my friend, I was like, I feel like I'm not allowed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't feel right being right there.
But
It was
but
weird.
feel
it's
like-
okay. We'll keep November open because we know spur of the moment things kind of happen and you just like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna go. So I'm gonna leave it open. Well, December's looking pretty pricey, so
Yeah.
we got
Well,
that
I
covered.
know. That's all right. I have savings for a
And all
reason.
before Christmas, no less.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. Yes, man.
I was just gonna say Katie's been more wrestling shows this year than I've been to in my life.
Oh, for sure.
I like a wrestling show. I have the money. I have the means. I'm gonna do it because why the fuck not? I'm only 29.
Clip that. You just got caught.
I have savings for a reason.
I don't ever want to hear this conversation again.
I don't make a lot of money. I just save a lot of money.
Readily available. That is the statement of your podcast career.
That's gonna be the new Goldberg.
Yes.
Don't.
Yes. Look. You finally made your way out. We can stop running Goldberg. That is your new clip right there.
It's just facts. I have money in savings for a reason. Why not use it?
I got you. It's okay. The debate's over. We don't have to.
I'm literally sending my
do
video
this
right
anymore.
fucking now to show you all the money I have.
Just clip
This is
just
ridiculous.
clip it and keep it for future reference so we have it. That's all. So
I
when we
hate
call for the tape,
conversations.
we don't even
Can we
need to.
talk about Cabin in the Woods now?
I was getting ready to. I was going to let Reek finish his sentence. It is his birthday.
No,
I figured I should allow
cut
him
him
to talk.
off. No.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for maybe maybe you guys came for Fearfest, which we kind of sort of talked about, but it was mostly just me and Reek arguing about movies from Fearfest. Or
yeah.
you came here for what I like to consider the main event. My favorite segment of these shows, which is normally shit Matt made Katie watch, but recently on an episode of Getting Off, we found out that for whatever godforsaken reason, Reek had not seen Cabin in the Woods yet. And Katie had seen at the time, undisclosed amount of the movie, but not the whole thing.
Mhm.
So, Katie,
I didn't remember how much I seen.
how much do you feel like you have seen of this movie now that you rewatched it?
I think I told you like 75-80% of this movie.
Well, yeah, but I needed you to say it for everyone else because what you tell me off air doesn't.
Well, I didn't remember the number I said. That's why. So like 75-80% of the movie I had seen before watching it again.
And Reek, this is your first time watching the movie.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
I don't like his tone. I'm kind of good.
I really don't either.
I'm a little concerned.
I have incomplete thoughts about this. I feel like I need to watch it again because
Fair.
There's just so many things going on. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I can do the mixing of themes, but it just feels like there was just one after another. Like we just did.
Well,
like the choose your adventure horror movie, Hunger Games, like all of this wrapped into like it's a lot.
maybe as I tell any of the viewers who may not have seen this, because I have watched this movie a lot. This is actually one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I think this is an absolute masterpiece of a horror movie that it is a love letter to a bunch of different genres. So let me explain to anyone the premise of the movie. Essentially, there are evil ancient gods who require ritualistic sacrifices. That has evolved into what we now learned as horror movie and horror movie tropes. So a group, and this happens all across the world. So Japan and Germany and Italy, they all have their own horror movies. They all have their own tropes and things and that have to happen for the sacrifice to be considered complete. And at least one country has to fully complete the sacrifice to appease the gods. Up until this movie, Cabin in the Woods, Japan had an undefeated record. They were killing it. No issues. But America was second place, and we try harder, right? You know? Like,
Somebody say too hard.
So for America, it is the classic slasher trope. You have your jock, you have your brain, you have your stoner, you have the whore, and you have the virgin. And every one of them has to die except for the virgin. The virgin's death is optional. All that matters is that she suffers.
And that she's last.
Yeah.
And that she's last.
Yeah.
So that is kind of the overarching premise of the movie that unfolds as we go about. A group of teens are selected, each falling into this category, to go to a cabin in the woods to spend the weekend. And while in this cabin, there is an underground society that is kind of manipulating and guiding them along the path to be the sacrificial lambs that they are supposed to be to appease these evil gods. And there's a chem department, and there's demolition, and just the control room, and interns, and all sorts of people. And basically what happens is you get into the basement, and there are all of these different trinkets that you can choose from. And whichever trinket is chosen, whether it is a diary or a conch shell or a little ballerina figure or a puzzle sphere, whatever is the thing that you choose. So in the diary, they read the Latin because you never read the Latin. But like if you were to blow into the conch, whatever, that is what decides what monster will come out. Now, all of those people underground doing the shit, they're all running bets on what monster is going to come out to fuck these kids up.
Which is crazy, by the way.
Every year. Got a nice little betting pool.
Super cool for them.
And there are zombies, and there is redneck zombie torture family, which are two distinct different categories.
Yeah, let's clarify.
Yeah, you have to clarify.
Also, but let's see. I took the liberty of taking a screenshot of this because they go over this board rather quickly. So, what's the difference between zombies and deadites?
What do you mean?
Deadites are on this list.
Yes, Deadites, but
demons, Hell Lord, and who was Kevin? I don't know. They just said Kevin. Is it Home Alone Kevin? Like what?
It's Kevin McAllister, aka Jigsaw. It's a whole thing. We'll be proud of that.
Like,
so wait, hold on. No, we need to back up a second. The fuck do you mean? What's the difference between zombies and deadites?
I thought you were going to say
you've seen. Kevin. No, hold on. Because you've seen zombies. No.
As
have you? I know you've seen every single Evil Dead movie.
Yes, but like,
are those zombies to you? Literally, we talked about Jason. They're not zombies. Dead.
Like
they're possessed, mutated, fucking demons in human bodies. Like,
I mean,
what are zombies?
Zombies are just dead people. They're not possessed. Zombies are not possessed by an evil entity.
There's something
No,
they
they're
get up
just
and they walk and they
reanimated,
physically
yeah.
can harm you.
They don't talk. They
Reanimated.
can barely fucking think. They stumble around. They have
Okay,
no
so
intelligence
so
whatsoever.
Deadites are smart zombies. You can say that. Like
Saying
I'm
Deadites are
saying,
smart zombies.
I'm saying like there's not enough distinct differences between the two for me to be like, this is a zombie, this is that. Like,
I disagree. There's a very,
that's
very clear difference.
it's like a combination of a demon and a zombie. Because it's like you're still decomposed.
I mean, you watch the movies. Half the time, the demon changed the look of the person, but they weren't dead when they got up and turned. Like, one girl just got puked on her face and then fucking woke the fuck up and was a Deadite, and she was carving herself up and all sorts of shit. In the original Evil Dead, there was the girlfriend who just got hurt, got stabbed in the hand with the pencil, and then she was this weird laughing thing with crazy makeup and her eyes rolling in the back of her head. She wasn't dead. Like,
yes.
So Deadites are people that are possessed by specific demons from the Necronomicon that may or may not have been dead when they come back.
Deadites are people too.
But then
Deadites are people
that's
too.
what I'm saying. Like, you can't kill them. So that's
Ash kills a shit ton of them. Ash kills a fuck ton of them.
They
don't stay dead. No, they possess a new person, or you find a way. Like there are things in the book that'll get rid of Deadites.
All right.
Bodiless dismemberment, live burial, burning.
So Deadites are the cousins of zombies? Second cousins?
They're cousins. First cousins, twice removed.
I'd say Deadites are the cousins of Cenobites.
Oh, here we go.
Lord. That's so
It's the Ites genealogy, all right? You got your Cenobites, you got your Deadites.
Oh, Lord. Yep. Okay.
So anyway, zombies are different than Deadites. I would have given you zombie redneck torture family because it's specific, but they're still technically zombies, and that's what
Well,
that's what she was pleading her case. Complained about. Still zombies.
That's semantics. Like, okay, it's just zombies. This is a zombie with a backstory. Okay, that's fine.
Zombie with a backstory.
Anything else?
I mean, nah. This is all. And also, what's the reanimated? Because that sounds like zombies too.
Well, you haven't watched Reanimator yet, so again.
Oh fuck, that's on my list, isn't it?
Yep.
Fuck.
I was gonna say that sounds like something that was on somebody's list.
Yeah. Of course it is.
I honestly don't think you're gonna hate Reanimator.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, go ahead.
But there's also witches and sexy witches. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Which are again very different species.
You got me there. I'm not gonna.
You love a sexy witch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what else is on that list.
It's all the way different.
So anyway, there are all of these things. There is a whole underground facility with like a fucking petting zoo from hell, full of a bunch of different evil shit that can be unleashed on the people above, depending on what trinket they play with in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
All of the time, different chemicals and things are being, injected into the air, and suggestions are being broadcast to them to help them make your typical. This is all commentary on horror movies and how things go, which is part of the reason why I love it. It's a reason for the tropes existing and giving it a purpose to quell evil ancient gods. And also, it's a horror comedy, but there's a lot of really good horror in this horror comedy. Like, once the Buckner family shows up and starts fucking shit up, like they're terrifying. And there's some cool shit in the kills and the things that they do. And there's a whole, I remember the first time I watched it, I completely forgot about the eagle as they were coming through the tunnel that flew into the wall and fell. By the time that Thor decided he was going to jump a motorcycle over the canyon, completely forgot about the wall there until he hit it. And I was like, oh shit.
That still got me, but it's like it would have been way better if you hadn't teased it or spoiled it beforehand. Because now I'm like, now what if we wouldn't have just ruined that for me? Because I would think like a bird by nature can sense something's not right here. Let me fly the other way.
Maybe. But for me, it was a wow, you did such a good movie, such a good job with this movie. You sucked me in so well that I completely forgot about that. And now you came back. And I love that.
I also laughed harder than I needed to at that. Oh man, this guy thought fucking he was just about to one of them old westerns with the horse over the canyon, and nah, fam. Oh, that was good.
The best part of this movie for me is it may or may not surprise you. It is not Dana, our main girl. It is not the Sigourney Weaver cameo that we get at the end. It is Marty.
Oh. I'm shocked.
It's not even, I was going to say, it's not boobs. Yeah, it wasn't boobs. It's Marty.
That's what
Marty is the best character in this entire movie. He steals damn near every scene he's in. From when he arrives, smoking the bong in the car, and then locks the car but leaves the window down. Turns the entire bong into a cup and be like, bringing a giant bong onto your father's RV? I would never. And like turns it into a mug and goes in. He calls out everything. He realizes and sees everything. He brings up the puppeteers. He hears the voices. He's the one that's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't go down into the fucking basement that the door just blew open. And then while he's down there, he's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't touch this shit. I dare you all to go back upstairs. Come on, guys. Like every little thing he's calling out and figuring out. He also goes from being the half-witted stoner. He's like, since when is Kurt, an alpha male jock? Like he's on an academic scholarship. Like, what is this bullshit?
Sociology major.
Yeah, he's the sociology major. Like,
I don't know if I'm calling my favorite character, but I do like it because it's a subversion. Because I think the stoner character might be the only person that dies before the black person. And so the fact that he not only, I guess technically they both die in the end, but the fact that he makes it to the end with Dana and didn't get killed in the swarm at the surface or whatever, like that in itself. And the fact that they say later on, the fact that he was so high, all the pheromones they kept pumping in to make them make the trope decisions is like, oh, it wasn't affecting him at all. He was laser focused the whole way, and that's why he kept pointing this shit out. It's like he wasn't falling for what was going on, because like I think what's the chick's name? The blonde, she went blonde. Yeah, she went blonde, and apparently that was something that they were using to like change, like
her brain chemistry.
There we go. Yeah, so it's like that was like none of that was having an effect on him because he was high all the time. So he's the one thinking logically while everyone else is just being controlled essentially by the atmosphere.
They also said they missed the stash.
Exactly. So he was originally kind of smoking their stuff, but then he smoked his own stuff, counterbalancing their stuff.
Yeah, he was immunizing himself because they missed the stash.
I don't know, weed chemistry. I don't fucking know.
But everything about he becomes the hero with his giant fucking bong and saves Dana who is about to die as everyone's partying and having a good time. Like, he's the one that figures out, what's going on and gets them down into the basement and all that. Good night, Allison. Thank you for joining us. He's the best character in the movie for me. When he sticks up for Jules, when the Harbinger, who they make fun of, which cracks me up because they've got him, Ralph, because they've got him on speaker and he gets all upset about it. But like when he calls Jules a whore and he's like, excuse me, what war would that be? The one between the people in the gray and the blue, brother versus brother, maybe. You were rude to my friend. Like Kurt kind of sort of was going to stick up for Jules and punch the guy in the face, but like Marty actually got told this guy to go fuck himself and made fun of him.
Yeah. Sure.
I love Marty. Yeah. He's the best. Also, when he's like, go kiss that bear, and they're like, what? He's like, whatever that mysterious creature is on the wall, and they're like, it's obviously a wolf.
Clearly a wolf.
Tell me you ain't never seen a wolf before. You ain't that high.
He was so stoned. Listen, he was smoking the entire movie.
Did he say moose? Like you can't tell this.
Oh, maybe moose. Maybe it was
moose. Those are completely different things.
And
Marty was my favorite part of the movie. He was fantastic.
He was fun.
She was going a little crazy with that wolf, though.
Yeah.
I know. Like, again, your chemistry is being a little messed with, but damn.
She also went a little crazy with Marty. She was doing too much.
I mean, look, you there are forces at work here. It's the equivalent of being under the influence at this point.
Sitterson and Hadley, who are the two engineers underground, kind of monitoring everything, were also some of my favorites in this movie. Just from the cold opening and the conversation that they had about, freeing his cabinet doors from baby proofing, to the bets, to Hadley's obsession with seeing a merman and not getting to see the merman.
Until it was too late.
Yeah.
He saw the merman. It just was not.
He finally gets his merman, just not the way he wanted.
Even as the security guard's like, do we really need to see her boobs? And he's like, it's not necessary, but it doesn't hurt.
and see, but this is what I mean too, because it was a lot, because it was giving me so many different vibes. Like the very first scene where they're talking and everything like that. It kind of had me thinking of Belko Experiment. I'm like, oh God, it's going to be one of those movies. But then as it went on, it was like, okay, I'm thinking because they're controlling everything. I'm thinking Hunger Games. And then they're saying, oh, the audience is watching this and that and the third. Now I'm thinking about The Purge. And this came out before The Purge, which is crazy. And there was something else too. Like there's so many different elements. I was just having sensory overload as far as themes and tropes. That's
I can see that for your first watch through. I can see that. I think the more you watch it, the more you'll come to appreciate it, and the more it'll make sense. Anyway, like I said, it has become one of my, if not my favorite. Well, obviously it's not. Evil Dead 2013 is, but one of my favorite horror movies to watch. Period, just because of the way it handles horror. The way it handles comedy while keeping horror alive. And it's essentially kind of two movies that become one movie. You have the upstairs and the downstairs. And once Dana and Marty get downstairs and hit the purge button and release everything and all of the nightmares, which again, some of my favorite things is all of the parody versions of the shit. Like you've got a clown, but it's not Pennywise the clown. It's just an evil clown. You've got a version of the strangers. You've got a version of the Cenobites. You've got the unicorn that is just running around stabbing people.
I mean, pop off.
What was that?
What else are you gonna do?
Like, okay.
Actual zombies, vampire bat.
Red Rum twins.
Mm-hmm. Like
The
so much.
Hellraiser Pinhead.
Yeah, the Cenobites.
Yeah. Okay.
Knockoff Cenobites. See, it's the Ites genealogy.
And that scene too had me thinking about 13 Ghosts, because all the different like glasses for everyone being inside of them, like, yo, it's taking me to a lot of places right now.
Hadley like you guys said, Hadley finally gets the merman, and the cleanup is awful.
It's awful.
Oh. Boy. I didn't see that coming.
Sigourney Weaver is the director, and she makes a surprise cameo at the end to kind of explain to Marty and Dana what is actually really going on, because all anyone's telling them is you have to kill Marty, or and she's not giving her a reason why she has to kill her friend that saved her life. Yeah, no, it's a fun fucking movie.
I mean, Marty also lets her get bit by a werewolf.
She tried to shoot. She thought about shooting him.
Yeah,
she thought about
it. It wasn't like it's just the look in her eyes that she was like, "Nah, I may not have a choice. I may have to do this. I'm sorry." It's like, "No, fuck you. You gonna do that? Then catch these teeth over here."
They at least apologized to each other before they both died. It's like, that's nice.
The Sigourney Weaver thing I wasn't crazy about, because it's like, all right, we're at the end of this thing. It's like, and you're technically not even the final boss of this whole thing. So what are we really doing here? This what 5 to 7 minute exposition that you're giving before it all is coming to an end. It wasn't really doing it for me. But
I also appreciate that they're sitting there dying and they're like, man, evil gods. Now that would have been a cool weekend. I wish I could have seen them. And then right before we get to see the evil gods, it cuts to the credits and we don't also get to see the evil gods.
But this got me thinking too. And I had to consult with Professor CZ after, because there was a lot of shit that I was lost with. She says at one point, I don't even know if Kurt had a cousin. So is Kurt's cousin in this shit? Is he in on this whole thing? Because if
Kurt doesn't have a cousin.
House, he does. Oh, okay, all right. So it's just,
well, there is a theory that people have had online for years that Kurt was in on it the whole time.
That's what I'm saying. That means that it would have to be, because if you don't have a cousin,
yeah,
I don't get it.
I don't know.
But then he got killed, and they still dropped down the lever for his blood sacrifice or whatever. So it's like,
well, how he was in on it, we do not know. Was he given a trip and told, blah blah blah, just tell them that your cousin, this and that, and we'll give you a cabin, this and that? Like, did they manipulate him, into bringing everyone there and not tell him what was going on, and then he died? Or was he in on it, but then because obviously he was acting a certain way. He was more of an alpha male jock than was his normal disposition. So did they chemically alter him so that he would fall into the role that they needed him to?
I don't know. There's many theories out there. That one of them had to be in on it. Kurt makes the most sense.
Well, Kurt and Jules. So like, there's so many things, just random little bits of this movie that I absolutely love. The scene where they're all in Dana's apartment and Jules is talking to Dana about her affair with a teacher, and how that didn't go well. And then Kurt shows up. Well, it's to establish that she's not actually a virgin, but also like
the closest thing in the friend group they have to a virgin.
Yeah, and that was the other thing too. I'm like, I could have left Sigourney Weaver out of here, because it's like she looks at her, oh, the virgin. She's like, oh, we work with what we had. No. You either get a virgin or you don't. Like this ain't.
Unfortunately, at the time, and the age that they needed them to be. Virgins are hard to come by, Reek. All right.
Hey, you don't pick from
You get
college.
someone virginal. Anyway,
Yes.
they have that whole thing, and then there's the thing where Kurt's looking at Aladena's books that she's planning on bringing, and he's messing with Jules, and he's like, "Who gave you this? Who showed you this?" She goes, "You did. I got it from you." And she runs out. Like, I quote that all the fucking time with Kate. I love that fucking line. Also, when he realizes that she doesn't have pants on and she's just hanging out in a shirt and her underwear.
Yeah,
She's in a wide open window. How does she not realize that she ain't put no pants on yet?
Clearly a wide open window because he chucked that football right out the window and into dude's hands.
If he had got hit by that car, I was just like, yo.
There was also the two-way mirror interrogation room thing where he's watching Dana undress and then finally has a crisis of conscience. And then she's watching him undress.
Right. Like,
yup. I mean, come on. Smash.
The Buckners are really cool. The backstory of the Buckners and the family.
Patience, isn't that the daughter's name?
Patience Buckner, yep. And then there's Matthew and Judah and Papa and Mom.
And Mom.
And Mom. Well, Mom had the cold shoved in her belly.
You hate to see it.
Yeah. And the fucking bear trap as a weapon.
Which is diabolical, by the way.
It is, but I fuck with it.
Like, that's your weapon of choice?
Like, if you're gonna be out there, just be dangerous with it. Why not? It is kind of crazy. Like, they're out there having an office party while she's just getting wrecked on this dock by the water. Like, that's kind of crazy in hindsight.
I also love that they have ongoing like views of all of the other countries, and you just see fail on all of the screens except for Japan, which during the movie is still going on until Japan then fails, and they're like, because they were all like, "Oh, Japan's got this," you know.
Japan
you don't
had
have to worry about it.
They had a whole Samara from the Ring / The Grudge going on, and these are kids, and they turned that bitch into a frog. Like, how did that happen?
Oh, little kids do great.
Like, they were in the lead. They were the ones who had no problems, and now all of a sudden these kids just snapped together and just came up with some kind of ritual to transform this bitch into a frog. Like, okay.
I want more Cabin in the Woods movies, but like the stuff that happened prior to this, like I want to see some other shit get picked and what happens and different casts of characters and how they go about it. Because they also talk about how there was a snafu with the chem department one year that almost cost them the deal. Like, let's tell that story. I want to know what that's about.
They almost fucked up towards the end. They're driving through the tunnel, and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute."
That was because of Marty.
Oh, because he was fucking with.
Yeah, so they said they never got the cue to blow the bridge. They never got the signal for, and it's because power was rerouted from upstairs, so they never got the signal to do what they needed to do.
Yep.
Damn.
And all of that's being hashed out as everyone's celebrating before the red phone rings and they find out, hey, you missed one.
It's like, how you don't double check is crazy. So you should be having eyes on all of the dead bodies to make sure they're dead. You know?
Well, I mean, they saw Judah grab him and drag him into the grave. And there aren't any cameras in the grave, apparently, so it was done.
Look, I have learned in the past 5 years that nobody's really dead. referenced this already, but I watched an elderly man get stabbed in the neck and run over by a police vehicle. He didn't die. I saw an elderly woman get fluorescent jagged light bulbs stuck into her neck and just dragged out. She didn't die. So who really dies?
To be fair,
you gotta
bring
send someone
Sandra
out
into
for
this.
proof of death.
Don't bring Sandra into this.
well, that's what they shouldn't have done in 3, but they did anyway. So
Did you not have her on your count as dead?
Well, I mean, yeah, but she was
And
still
I did.
breathing.
And Dead Meat put her on their kill count. So we all were on the same page. Nah, she dead. Because there's no way. And she clearly bled out for a while.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
I'm not gonna lie, Reek. Going into this, I thought you were gonna love this movie, but I hear your point of view. Well, hold on. I hear your point of view of for a first time watch through, there's a lot going on and a lot to keep track of. And like I said, on subsequent watches, when you've kind of got the gist of what's going on, you get to pay closer attention to everything, and the pieces kind of fall into place a little better. So I understand that. But I really did come into this thing and Reeks and be like, this was fucking awesome. Why did I wait so long to watch this?
Yeah, no, I wasn't leaning to either side. It was just like, it was just coming out of it. It was like, there's a lot going on here. Like I kind of just gotta like settle all of this down a little bit, because it was just like a lot of shit was just like, oh, okay, that's one of this and that's there, and it's like, I guess like I give it a couple more watches and I'll probably settle into it. I guess I didn't dislike it. It was just like, well, goddamn, what's how many different aspects are we melding together here? And like, and then you have this whole, these ancient whatever is down there just crashing the whole thing. Like, oh, okay, all right, because I know this is what's supposed to be what's part of it, but like, that's how it ended.
What I'm hearing is you liked it enough to watch it again.
No, I'd watch it again.
Yeah, which I can't say for all of the things, which is not the case for all of the things Katie has had to watch so far with shit Matt made Katie watch. So
yeah,
there are very few that I'd watch again. And there's been a
okay,
lot.
let's not go that far. I think about 50% of that list at least you would watch again. Close. Night of the Demons 2 Up.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
I could probably name all the movies you would watch again. They weren't. That is subjective.
Awful.
Again, Phantasm has a very large fan base.
And I don't know why.
It's not necessarily for you, but there is a large fan base for Phantasm.
See, but like why? What is...
Same reason that Terrifier has a large fan base. It's not for me, but it does. People fucking love those movies.
Because Art the Clown's fucking weird.
I might just for shits and giggles watch it, but
you watched it
yet.
I've watched 1 and 2.
I've watched all 3.
3's on Peacock.
I know, but I don't want to.
Oh, well, there you have it.
I watched the other 2 with my friend because we were just like, should we just give this a shot? And we're like, sure. And we had more important things to watch this weekend, like Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills. So
you know what we should do? Yeah. If I'm still doing podcasting by the time we get to October next year, we should do like a 31-day challenge where like every day is a different kind of horror movie that we got to watch.
I'm sorry.
So like something you never, huh?
The fuck you mean if?
I'm not gonna do that.
I mean if.
I don't. What?
I mean,
No. I'll find more movies I haven't seen that you have to make me watch.
Well, there's a whole world of movies out there that you haven't seen, Katie. You just started watching movies 4 years ago.
Correct.
And you have done really good in 4 years. I'm very proud of you.
Holy man. We conquered a major percentage of cinema. So that's impressive. And in that amount of time. I doubt that everybody is probably in digested that many movies in that span of time. So you know, putting some work in, you're earning your title.
Katie, what were your thoughts on Cabin in the Woods?
I like Cabin in the Woods. I like that it's a clusterfuck of different things. Is the only word I can think of. I mean, stereotypes. I never thought about the Hunger Games thing, and I do like that comparison. I like the different movies and then them coming together. Like I have a great time watching it. It's fun. It's just a fun movie. It's not anything like crazy in the horror like world, but it's a good movie with a bunch of different things in it tackling different horror movies. So I like it.
We talk about how there are no new stories. Everyone's doing the same shit. This was something new and different and done really well.
Yeah, sure. And it obviously peeled from a few like I would say at least 40% of this was just Evil Dead. Like you go to the cabin, you literally had Deadites as an option, and I think there was the tree or whatever. Something tree.
Horny tree.
Yeah.
Perverted tree, horny tree, something like that.
Yeah. There's obvious callback to. And it's the fact that these motherfuckers are coming out of wherever, just like it's the same kind of premise almost, but it transitions into that other side of it where okay, these motherfuckers are down here controlling all of this and just sending in whatever you decide is coming after you now. But nah, like I said, I didn't dislike it at all. It's definitely different. I'm all for different. It's just it's one of the things I just gotta watch again. I guess it's like it's pretty wild with everything we got going on. But
all right, so
yeah, here we go.
We have werewolf, alien beast, mutants, wraiths, zombies, reptilius, clowns, witches, sexy witches, demons, Hell Lord, which would be the Pinhead knockoff, angry molesting tree,
okay,
giant snake, Deadites, Kevin, Mummy, the Bride, the Scarecrow Folk, Snowman, Dragon Bat, Vampires, Dismemberment Goblins, the Sugar Plum Fairy, which is the ballerina with the crazy fucking teeth for
the
face.
Abigail looking one.
Yeah, Abigail before Abigail.
Merman, the Reanimated, Unicorn, the Huron, Sasquatch, Wendigo, Yeti, Dolls, the Doctors, Zombie Redneck Torture Family, Jack-o'-lantern, Giant, and Twins.
Red Rum.
I think Wraith is what Japan had.
Well, Wraith. So I think when they're in the queue, there are ghosts that come up and like kind of hit the. Those were the Wraiths.
Ghost.
Those were That's like
they're basically all just ghosts.
Nah, Japan had. It was like something. Looked like the chick out of The Ring, but she was floating. Or The Grudge, one of the two. It was one of those, because like was given that.
So swallows all around for Cabin in the Woods.
I will give it a swallow. I like I said, I didn't get to any point where I would say, yeah, I'm not watching the rest of this shit. So
I want Reek to like watch this again. I don't know when, but like after watching it and kind of having an idea what's going on, get like really into it and like get really theorizing on what's going on and if Kurt was a part of it or how all this came together. Like, get deep into it.
That's typically what I do, but it's just like it just kept getting layered. It was like, all right, I got the whole, all right, somebody is plotting shit where we've got this whole thing going on down here, something's going on up there. Okay, fine. Yeah, these 5 teens showing up to this location. Okay, something crazy is gonna go down, but then it's like the more it started expanding, the more I'm like, okay, I'm trying to follow every little thread. Like I overthink this shit way too much. That's probably what it is. But yeah, it's probably one of the things that'll grow on me over time.
This is definitely one of those movies you just kind of got to sit back and enjoy, and then as you're enjoying it, each time you pick out a new little Easter egg, you're like, oh shit, I didn't see that last time. Oh, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's generally what happens. Like I watched the Candyman sequel, whatever you want to call it, requel, just last night. I saw like 3 different scenes where like he shows up in the mirror that I didn't see the first couple of times watching it.
mm-hmm.
So that's just it happens over time. That's why I rewatch a lot of movies.
All right. Any final thoughts on Cabin in the Woods before we get the fuck out of here? Be a Marty.
Okay, so.
Don't read the Latin.
Yes.
Every single time.
Listen, don't read anything that doesn't belong to you.
Also, like, she's like, it doesn't even mean anything. So why read it if it doesn't mean anything? Why say the words?
Real.
Dana.
Why say words?
Like, just mind your business. Don't do it. And listen, I'm just gonna call him the Ralph. My guy takes his job entirely too seriously because what the fuck was that? Like you're not even like you're just calling them direct. It's not like you're talking to somebody else. Like you just monologuing to him over the phone, and he's like, "Oh, I'm on speaker. Take me on speaker. I don't know who's listening." Like it doesn't matter. You're not saying. You just going on a rant. Just getting all in your lines for some reason that I don't understand, but.
If your job was essential to satiating giant evil gods who are going to save the world, why not get into your fucking job?
Yeah, but he did his job already. They showed up. You directed them. You sent them on their way. They're going. Like, you just calling just to, like, I don't know, fucking fetishize your lines or something?
Every job has that one guy at work.
I would have liked it better if he was actually like Ralph and like popping up in the cabin at some point in time. Like, you know, you can't say you're all doomed. You don't want to do that shit. But like, hey,
it's got a death curse.
Something along those lines, just to fuck with them a little bit.
Yeah, he should be an option for them to bet on to show up at the cabin. That could be fun.
Yes. Listen, you're betting on everything else. Also,
nobody bet on Kevin.
How do y'all have interns? How does that work? Like, y'all just get coffee for these people who are running this operation? Is that what it is?
Mm.
And he said, who was it that won the bet? He said they put this bet on every year. So this means this guy's been an intern for multiple years. Like, how long do you
no
for this?
No. Maintenance bets on Redneck Torture Family every year. And
right.
He bet with maintenance. So maintenance and the intern won the bet. And even on the board, it said maintenance and then a red arrow and whatever the fuck his name was, the intern. So he won with them.
But he was the one that said they bet on it every single year. Like, How would you know that? How many years have you been interning for this organization? Like,
Well, no. Does he say it or does Hadley say it to him when he's placing his bet?
I thought he said it to them.
I thought Hadley, because I think the intern goes to place his bet and Hadley reads it and he's like, "Oh, maintenance bets on them every year."
No, he said the dude said it.
The intern says it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's I'm like, how the hell would he know this? He's been interning
maybe
for
he
multiple
heard.
years.
Maybe he heard through the grapevine.
Well, I
know.
mean, listen, if you want to get into the plumbers union, it takes 5 years to become a journeyman.
I just don't know what the title would be in that scenario. Like this, like obviously, yeah, it's a journeyman to a career path. I don't know what the title would be here. Like
maybe he's trying to get into maintenance or the chem department. All I know is he didn't qualify for OT because he's an intern.
Which is that, like, you hate to see it.
Hey.
I mean, none of them made it out anyways, so it doesn't really matter.
He's an intern. Is he even getting paid?
He's an unpaid intern. Bo Burnham has a whole song about it.
Motherfucker died for nothing. Imagine that.
All right, birthday boy. Where can they find you? Oh,
Just showing up at the very end. Hi, Justin.
Real quick. So just hit me up, and him and I were having this talk, and he casually just drops in the text message, a guest spot on Getting Off would be cool. And I'm like, motherfucker, we go the same time every week. It is the core four. You are always invited. The only reason you're not on the show is because you are not available for the shows. Don't put that on me like I don't invite you to your like this is our shit.
Damn.
Yeah, the little person behind Will.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
I got a whole background with you on it that I can put up here when you decide to show up.
I'm about to say, you just I said that like 2 weeks ago. You just ain't been showing up to work, bro.
He's busy. Yeah. Don't bully
I get it. I get it. You know, it's been a while. But yeah, y'all can find me at ReekHavoc24 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can find myself and TC at Young Kings Wrestling, at YKWrestling.com on most streaming platforms, and of course the Havoc Hour, where I talk sports, entertainment, and all the stuff before we got to the Getting Off podcast at Linktree/ReekHavoc for all those links where you can find that at Spotify, Google Podcasts, and of course the video versions on YouTube.
I don't think we'll run back Friday the 13th or Halloween.
No,
maybe we'll run back Nightmare on Elm Street.
What's
the franchise? One? The franchise, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah, because
maybe we'll run that back.
That shit that I did on mine was just,
4 hours.
Well, that's gonna be one of those things I look back on and be like, yeah, you had to start somewhere, but
yeah. Speaking of starting somewhere, Katie, where can people start watching you if they aren't already following you?
Seriously, they're very nice. You can follow me on Twitter, KatieWrestling13, the link tree in my bio, like everything She Elite Showcase, twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase, and youtube.com/She Elite Showcase. Typically Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish.
And as always, you can follow me everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and X at Getting Off. For Miss Katie Kinsey Bay and Dr. Reek Baker, BBC, who did not show up in his birthday suit on his birthday, I am the Patron Saint Podcast and the Word Matt Ritter. And this has been, actually, no, you have gotten off.
There you go.